Your point is an elephant.
Hi, this is Linda with LL Creation Studio. Thanks for stopping by today and letting me share my Gothic journal with you. Her name is Wednesday, and Wednesday is 168 pages. She's 4 signatures and 4 full-size envelopes inside. She is 5 by 8.5, 5 by 8.5, and she is definitely a hardcover. She has rounded corners, and like I said, she's my Gothic theme today. This is sari silk, black sari silk, and it had a bow in it, but I just made it easier to unwrap it here for you to see. She has a decoupage cover that has been scrubbed and aged. And this is hand painted, very hard, professional board, Davy board, and the corners have been rounded. And then she has 4 silver brads, 2 here in the front, and they have the indentions in them. She has a cloth spine, invisible binding. And she has this beautiful black lace, and you're going to see this lace throughout the journal. She has this large symbol that was hand painted. I painted it black here on the front. And then you have this gorgeous Gothic silver charm that I glued right there in the center with a little skull and a little dagger. And then you have this Tim Holtz twine that I attached and made a bow. It's black and gold, and then you have these 2 skulls that are attached to that. You do have a Tim Holtz little brad here that you could wrap this around if you wanted to, or just tie it in a bow. And here you have these antique varnished numbers 508. And the colors here are sort of black and burgundy with a little bit of pink showing through. And here is your spine. It's a flat spine, but you have this beautiful ridge, and I don't know if you can see it, but whenever you get it home, you'll see that it has that beautiful ridge right here. And then the flat, slightly curved spine, I'm going to say. And then here's the ridge in the back. Same lace in the back, and you have this chipboard clock that was painted black. This paper has been sanded and varnished to get this aged look. And then this is a strip of lace on paper that has been antiqued and put on. And then here's your 2 brads here in the back. Now the roses, the black roses, I just put right here. I don't know what I want to do with them yet. But the cheesecloth that protects the spine has been dyed black, so it is also black. And let's open her up. I think I've covered everything. You have that strip of lace here also. So let's see what she is like inside. And like I said, she's my Gothic girl, and her name is Wednesday. Her name is Wednesday because growing up, I was a fan of the Addams Family, and that was the daughter of Morticia's on the Addams Family. And like I said, I named her Wednesday. And so inside you have this, everything has been edged in an espresso chocolate color by Tim Holtz. And then you have all the papers have been hand torn to give it this more authentic look. And I put this little sticker here that you can write your name in it and the date that you got it or whatever you wish to have in there. And like I said, I don't know whether to glue this in there for you. I guess I could. whoever buys this, let me know what you want me to do with these beautiful black roses. If you'd like them attached somewhere, I'd be more than happy to do it. Right now I've just got them laying in there, and if it was mine, I'd be using it as a bookmark, you know, moving it wherever I was. You have the same lace hanging down on top and bottom that's on the front. And like I said, you have this beautiful corner pocket with some stamping on it, and then these are the Tim Holtz numbers that I've cut out and edged in a coffee stain and placed throughout. You're going to see this is 2, 3, 4, and then during the journal you'll see 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So you'll see different spots there. And here in the pocket I have given you this really neat tag with the black lace on the front, and then this very unusual young man, his photo, and then the owl's photograph. And here you have I think this is graphic 45's paper. I'm not sure. I think this is I'm gonna have to look up whose paper this is, and I'll put it in the bottom, but I'm almost guessing that it's Calico Cottage paper. I'm not quite sure now. You know, I do so many papers that I'm not sure. And here's a tag with some black ribbon, a different black ribbon, and I just love the paper though, to be a Gothic. And then this is just a little circle here that you can put a tux point there. A lot of edging and stamping throughout. And now here is the numbers 0, 1, 2, 3, 4 with a little lace trim, and it's a pocket with this little postcard in there, and another really neat piece of paper. But you can see, can you see the edges? That you can see that they're all hand torn, each page. And then you're going to have a lot of unique pins and charms. They're going to be all hanging off of Tim Holtz little hook here. And this is a little hand, a little burnished silver hand. And this is a piece of cardstock that I have cut out and folded and put here, and it has a little spider web here, and the papers are a collage of different looks and colors. But here is the little pin that's going to hang down. And then who could do a Gothic without Edgar Allan Poe being part of it? And so here is his tag, and with the little black and white twine there, and the edging on the pockets are the scalloped edges have been cut, and then a lot of lace trim throughout. And this is your ledger paper. Stamping, purple ledger paper to give you a little color throughout, and then coffee staining, stamping. But if you look now back at the pages, you can appreciate all of the hand tearing of the pages. Coffee stains, cardstock, another little 2 beads here, 2 little silver frosted bead and a shiny silver. And your tag is a cardstock that cut out, and it's a crow, naturally, that I put there, and then put the little charm hanging down. Another different stamp for you. This is the envelope. The back of it's been stamped, and then you have another tag that was folded and cut to fit the envelope, and it's a full-size envelope, and it's number 6, and it has the skull on it. Let's see. Yeah. Like that. You can see it that way. Each envelope was edged with this new paper edger that I've got, and it looks like the you had ripped it out of a notebook type. And then a little coffee stain, cardstock, Poe again with a little booklet, scalloped edges. Okay, now let me just flip through. I think I've covered. I love all of these torn edges though. Stamp. Stamp. And then we have this really cute skull hanging down, and she's got the flowers, a flower right here in her head. See, part of the paper is just, I loved it. And then you have the cigar bands there, and then you have another charm over here, and it's a horse hanging off of the clasp. And the little tag is a lizard right here. And then you have some music sheets in the Gothic style. More of the distressing, let's call that distressing. And then you have an almanac, 1818. Another really unusual photo on this music paper. And then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 numbers with the lace. Cardstock. Cardstock. You have this beautiful lace here, large piece, and then underneath it you have this decoupage on there. I love these little stamps. Another full-size envelope, and you have a collage here of a 7, and then some stamping, and that, I love that edging, like it's been torn out. And then here is your skull, right here, and then another stamping on the back, but it still leaves you plenty of room to write. And again, her name is Wednesday, and she is, I think, very Gothic, which is a style that I really like a lot. Here is a good sized charm, and it's a skull and the wings. And here is that in this standard pocket of mine. Another cigar band pocket with a vintage looking tag. And then we have this of the skull and the crow and some florals down there. These two, and they're always, well, if I can get it out, sometimes I get them in there too soon. They're that you can write on the back. Another pocket trimmed in lace, a little collaging there, just torn out a piece of fabric lace. I don't know what that noise is. It must be my table. I'm gonna have to. And then the ledger sheet has another charm hanging off of that, and it is Inspire by Tim Holtz with a couple of little tiny beads on it. And then you have this decoupage there. And then here's another envelope with the stamping on the back. Number 8, a camera, and then you have a spider web and some crows on the edging there. Whole strip of lace. So you can see what she looks like coming from the side. She's really beautiful. I mean, just beautiful. I really enjoyed all the time that I spent on her. I really like the papers. Another pocket that's 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you have another sort of neat photo, sort of a vintage looking thing, trimmed in lace, a little decoupaging going on this sheet that I did. Another skull, silver skull on the spider webs. A big spider, and then a nice collage on the music paper. A fold out. Now this is stationery that I ordered off of Amazon. It's vintage. They call it vintage stationery. It's like it's been coffee stained, but it came like that, and it's a smooth. It's got a very different feel than our normal paper, so I put that in there just to give you something new to experience. And then this is our last envelope, our 4th one, and it's number 9, and it's got stamping, and it's got the crow here on the fold out part of the envelope, and then the stamping on the back. I think that, yeah, you can see the edges really good there. And here is the other part of that stationery. A collage here. And you've got another little full skeleton charm right here. And then on the back, this is your back sheet with the lace. And then you've got the pocket here is the 4, 5, 6, and stamping and collaging. And then here's your number 10. And the spine is a cotton that I have dyed black that's inside. And then you have this unique postcard in here in the back. And you have this old house that you can write on. And then I also added another old house that I printed off on Pinterest. And then that is Wednesday. And here's the back. You can see the coloration of her better. And then the front, I'm going to put my black roses right back there. And then you just tie her up with your sari silk. And like I said, she's got 4 signatures and 168 pages and 4 full-size embellished envelopes. And I hope that you enjoyed her. I think that she should be up on my Etsy site sometimes this afternoon, and that is Wednesday. And thanks for stopping by. Bye-bye.